So the first step to create the project in Windows environment is first create the virtual environment. For that, open command prompt. Okay, just I summarize the steps. What is the first step? Step 1. Open command prompt. Okay. How will you open it? Click on start. Write on CMD. Click on start button. Click on CMD. I am discussing about Windows environment. You get this command prompt. Okay. Click on this command prompt. You get this command prompt window. First step. Okay. Now what is the second step? Second step is create the virtual environment. Now what do you mean by virtual environment? Try to understand this. What is the meaning of virtual environment? Now today's date is 20. Okay. What is today's date? 20/09/21. Okay. Suppose today you have used the Django and MySQL. Okay. And you have created a project, deployed the project on the cloud, or you have given the project to the client. Okay. So this is your project first. Okay. You have created, suppose, second project. You have used here Django and here Oracle. And here again you have created a third project. Suppose you have got 5 projects. Here you have used SQLite database. Okay, these are all databases. You have created a 4th project, suppose. Here you have used PostgreSQL. In today's date, you have created 4 projects. So here you need to use the version of Python, version of Django. So like that, if I want to know what is the version of Python, so here, how will you check it? Just type here Python. That's it. Python. Press enter. Okay, what is the version here? Python 3.7.4. Okay. So here Python version is 3.7.4. In the same way, there is a version for MySQL, version for Oracle, version for SQLite, version for PostgreSQL. Agree? But what happened in our computer world? Version get released maybe once in a year, twice in a year, or 10 times in a year, depending on their service provider. So every time packages get updated, supports get updated, and your project must be compatible. Okay. So what happened now? Suppose in today's date you have developed this project, and here you need to give the support in next year 20/09/22. Next year. But what happened? In next year, your Python version would be around something 5.6.7. Agree? Your Django version will be different. Okay? Your Oracle version would be different. So at that time, can you imagine the situation? What will happen? You have latest software available, but before 1 year, you are given, client are given the older version. Now you have 2 options. First option is shift entire project to the new version. But in your project, there are lots of dependencies are there. Like you are using Python, you are using Django, you are using MySQL, you are using database server, you are using cloud, you are using lots of services, and that must be compatible with each other. So it may happen that if you use the new version, it may not be compatible. That happens normally. And how will you provide the support? Because your machine have the latest version. Try to understand this. After 1 year, Your machine you are using is Python 5.6.7. Your Django is the latest version. Now the client need the support because you have developed the software. Once you develop the software, you have to give the support per month, per day, per year. You charge. That's called maintenance cost, AMC, annual maintenance contract. So what is the option now? For that, you have to create the versions. Now you will understand. Create environment. Create environment. Okay. What I will do? I will create environment P1 for project P1, environment P2 for project P2. Okay. Environment P3 for project P3. Environment P4 for project P4. Okay. And this environment contains all the softwares that you are using in the project. That's it. So your machine may have 10 different MySQL version. Your machine may have 10 different Oracle version. Your machine may have 10 different SQLite version. Your machine may have 10 different Django version. How it is possible? It's very simple. Create the environment by using the command. What is the command name? Already I have shared that command here. That command is Python -yum. Okay, Python -yum space VNV. Okay, this is the command to create environment. CREAT, create environment. Okay. Copy, paste. Try to understand real time. Because already I have developed 3 to 4 real-time software in last 1 to 2 years. I'm fortunate. Already have developed one software in Collector Office Parbani in last year. We have charged around 7 lakh rupees. So I have faced all these problems during the development. So here what you have to do, command is Python space -yum, means make virtual environment. These are the standard keyword. Make virtual environment. What is the environment name? Whatever name you give here, that becomes the environment name. Okay. Now what happened now? If I want 10 different MySQL versions, it's very simple. Create 10 different version, activate the version, install the software. That's it. So your machine have different software of different version. Your machine have multiple projects. Your machine may have 10 projects, 100 projects, 1,000 projects. With each projects have their specific software with their specific version. Okay. I hope concept is clear. Now let us run this command. I will show you how to create the environment now. Okay. So let us create the environment. So already you can see here, I have created one environment, Python -yum, V environment. What is the environment name? 2009. So what happened now? The folder of name environment _20_09 get created. First step. Second step, activate the environment. env/script/activate. This is the command to activate the environment. Now you can see here, whatever environment name you are given in this command, the same environment name appears here. Clear? Now you can see here, you are using PIP version 19.0.3. Current version available is 21.2.4. So you can imagine now, PIP is, it's a Python package installer. Okay, we can install the packages. Okay, so here you can see here, I can update the software also using this command, Python -yum space PIP install upgrade PIP. In the same way, I can upgrade Django. I can upgrade any software. Clear? So after creating the environment, Okay, I have activated the environment, and after activating the environment, now I have to install the software in that environment. So I'm using Django for Python. So the command to execute the Django is pip install Django. I just summarize the steps. Okay, open the command prompt. Then create the, this is step 1. Step 2 is create environment. Okay, what is step 3? Step 3 is activate environment. Oh, it's very simple. Whatever environment name you have given, env underscore 20 underscore 09 slash script. Okay, script slash activate. This is the command to activate the environment. The moment you enter this command, what will happen? This name, you will see this name here. Here you can see this name. Again, I will do the practical. Don't worry. I will create one more environment in front of you. Whatever I'm explaining, first I'm explaining in theoretical way. First, understand the basic. Why do we learn the concept? Then you can do any project in the world. Okay. So here, again I summarize. Python make virtual environment. Okay. Python him virtual environment env2009. Second step, activate environment. We have activated environment. Just I have executed these steps just before starting the lecture. So environment 2009 slash script slash activate. Okay. So here environment name is activated. Now you can see this environment name here. Okay. No doubt. What is the next step? My next step is install the software. What I want to use? I want to use Django. Install Django. I want to use Oracle. Install Oracle. I want to use PostgreSQL. Install PostgreSQL. Whatever software you need to use in your project, use this software using pip command. Okay. So next step is step 4 is install Django plus all software. Okay, all software you are using in your project. Okay. See, I'm just telling very basic. Afterwards, I will tell you install Django, install Oracle, install PostgreSQL. So at that time, I will not repeat these steps. Clear? Okay. How to install that? It's very simple. What is the command? Command to install software is pip space install space software name. Okay. So what is the software name here? My software is Django. Pip install Django. These are the standard keywords. Okay, you must remember whatever software you are to use in your project. Write down the correct spelling name. The moment you write this command, hit enter button. Here you can see pip install Django. Immediately your machine must be connected to the internet. One thing, remember, if your machine is not connected with the internet, go to the cyber cafe. It's very simple. Every problem has a solution. Go to cyber cafe, do all these steps, and you get one folder. That folder is of name env2009. Do you want to see that? Let us check it. When I run the command, what happened actually? So let us go it. Currently, my folder, I am currently in which folder? C user Saba. Okay. So Saba is one of my MTech student. She was very, very clever. She is currently in MNC. I think before 2 years she is passed out. C user Saba, and here you have to check the folder name. See here, environment 2009. Environment 2009. So whenever you suppose you run this command 10 times, Python -m v env environment 1. Python -m v environment 2, environment 3, environment 4. What will happen? You will get here 10 different folders. Okay. Clear? Now what is there in the folder? Let us check it. Environment. Now here you include library scripts. So whatever software you install, all these softwares are in only one folder of name environment 2009. So when the client will come after 1 year, 2 year, 10 year, what you have to do? It's very simple. Open the folder, activate the environment, whatever software you had installed before 1 year, 2 year, 10 year, all that software is installed in your local machine. That's it. You can carry that folder in your pen drive. You can carry that folder anywhere in the world, and you can use that software. There is another command I will tell you. We can create all the software backup. I will tell you how to do it. This is not the standard way actually. We have to create requirements.txt file. One text file is there called as requirement.txt. This file contains all the software that is used in your project. If you have a text file in your pen drive, you can again create the same environment anywhere in the world. Again, I repeat, you have to run one command. I will show it by practical. When requirement.txt file is created, that file contains all the software's name that you have used in that project. If you have that requirement.txt file only, you can create the same environment that you have used before 1 year, 2 year, 10 year on any machine in the world. Clear? So let us go ahead now. This environment script, and here in that script there is a file activate. You can see it, activate and deactivate, activate, deactivate. Okay. The moment I run the command, activate is there. The moment I want to deactivate the environment, then that software is not available. Activate means create that, use that all the software. Deactivate means I don't want to use the software. I will show you how to do it. And in that folder, you can see that Django admin command is there. Django admin. Where is the Django admin? Now just see your mobile. I have sent steps to run Django framework. In that you will set Django admin, start project, project name. So this is the command, Django admin. There is a command pip. This is the command to install the software, pip. Okay. So let us create one more environment. I create one more environment. Command prompt. Okay. Now I create one more environment in front of you so that whatever I have made the discussions, that idea is more clear. Okay. So I just rearrange the window. Okay. What is my first step? My first step is create the environment. What is the command? Python. Okay. Copy this command, Python hem. Tell me what should I? Okay. Just a minute. Already environment is here. So what I do? I create environment pyit. Okay, environment pyit. Okay. Now what will happen when I run the command? When I run the command, you will get one folder of name pyit. That's it. So you can see here, environment pyit folder is created. Could you see the changes here? Whatever name I have written here, immediately the folder is created under C user Saba directory. C user Saba directory, environment pyit. You can see here environment pyit. Okay, clear? What is my next step? My next step is activate the environment. Environment scripts activate. So here my next step is write down as it is environment pyit /script. Capital S is here, not small here. Script /activate. All are small. Okay. You can see here environment script activate. Press enter. Now you can see here environment is activated. What is my next step now? My next step is install the software. install Django and all software you are using in your project. Okay. Now we have two environments. Try to understand. We have one environment of name environment 2009, and we have just created one environment of name environment TYIT. Clear? What is deactivate? I show it by practical. Here already we have created, we have activated the environment 2009. Now here I want to deactivate. It's very simple. Okay, script environment 2009 / script / deactivate. Okay, you can see here. So this is a path here. If you press enter, okay, what happened now? Can you change? Can you observe the changes?
Yes, sir.
Now this environment is disappeared. Means what? Whatever software we have installed in that environment 2009 are not accessible. You come out of that environment. Just I give one example to you. Try to understand this by just paint. I open the paint because this is little bit complicated. It's difficult to understand, but you will understand it by using paint. So here, what I do? It's a newer version. Okay. Suppose this is environment 1. Okay. This is environment 2. This is environment 2. I change the color. Where is the color? Okay, let me do. I create another environment, environment 3. Okay. Then I create another environment, environment 4. So when I create the environment, I activate the environment, I am under this environment and I am using all the softwares. The moment I deactivate the environment, I am quitting this environment, I am outside that environment. So I cannot use any software. In the same way, just try to understand the real-time problem. You have 10 softwares, 10 different vendors, 10 different requirements. So you have the requirement of packages is different, backend is different, front end is different. You may use Vue.js and backend Django. You may use React.js, backend Node.js. You may use Bootstrap in front end. You may use Oracle in backend. So like that, you have multiple requirements depending on the client's requirement. You are using the software. So what you are doing every time, create the environment, activate the environment, install the software, activate the environment, install the software, run the project, and the moment you stop to work, you want to switch to another project, deactivate this environment, activate another environment, deactivate this environment, another activate environment, so that your system have multiple support of multiple software. I pause the lecture for 30 seconds. Any doubts, let me know, because this is very basic concept. हे लवकर कळत नसतं. कुणाला काही डाऊट आहेत का? I have explained in very simple words now. Should I assume everybody have cleared the doubts? No one has any doubts? Okay. So here I have activated the environment. Now let us install Django. My next step is install Django. The command to install the Django is pip install software. So here I am using pip install Django. So here let us install the Django. Pip install Django. Now your machine must be connected with the internet. This is the requirement. Okay, now you can see here Django is getting installed and installing collected packages. You can see here SQL parse, pytz, typing extension, asgiref, Django. So these packages are installed when you are installing Django. So we need to wait for 10 to 20 seconds, depending on your internet connectivity speed, you get the performance. If your machine is connected to the internet, you can also simultaneously type this command. Okay, just I copy this command, these two commands. Okay, better I copy this entire. And do everything with interest. Everything with interest. I tell you frankly, because Django is a hot cake in the market. Hot cake. If you are good in the Django, trust in my words, you will not believe. You will get very, very smart packages. Sky is the limit. Within 2 years, you will get at least 10 to 20 lakhs per month. Trust in my words. Not per month, per year. Okay. Now see here, successfully installed. Okay. You can see here, successfully installed. Clear? Now, what is my next step? Now you just see my last lecture snapshot. I have to create Django project. What is the command? Django admin, D Django space admin. Okay. Admin. Create project. Sorry, not create. Start project. STA start. Okay. Project. Okay. And here, what was the name given? Suppose HGGS, our HGGS college, Nanded, HGGS, okay? HGGS, suppose 2009, okay? And your project should not have any space. You cannot write HGGS space, engineering space, college, you cannot write. Note down these things. Your project name must be a continuous string, okay? 21. And it should not have any special character also. These are common sense rules, okay? Now, Django admin, where did we get this Django admin? If you observe this, again, I open the directory here. Just see this in environment TYID. Okay. Here script, we have activate environment scripts, activate, and in that you can see here some packages are there. Can you see the packages? One of the packages Django admin. Application is there. It's application. Okay. Activate, deactivate, PIP, PIP3, PIP 3.7. You can use all these alternate also, or EG install. You will learn everything as you go ahead. Okay. SQL format. By default, when you install Django, SQLite, Lite SQL database is installed. Because every application have front end, we create the front end in either HTML5, Bootstrap, Vue.js, React.js. We create the backend. By default, it's SQLite, lightweight SQL. We can use PostgreSQL. We can use Oracle. You can use any database. Okay, compatibility is there, must be there. Okay, so here we have created the project. Now, what happened when I create the project? Let us check it. Environment TYIT. Okay, and here in that project, now you can see here. In the Saba, you have folder HGGS 200921. Clear? When you run the command, you get one folder of name HGGS 2921. Let us open the folder, see what are the contents. In the same folder, you have another folder of the same name, HGGS 2009, and manage. Okay? So here, you can rename, you may get confused. And this is also HGGS 200921. This is also HGGS 200921. So what you can do here, you can rename this folder as project. Okay. Clear? समझलं काय केलं मी? When I run the project, this folder is created. Your project may have, your folder may have multiple projects. Suppose HGGS. Suppose I want to do the project for MGM, where MGM, okay, 2009. What will happen? Tell me. Simple आहे. MGM ना तो folder तयार होणार आहे. बाकी काही नाही बघा. तयार झालं MGM. Clear आहे? जेवढ्या वेळेस तुम्ही प्रोजेक्ट रन करताल ना, तेवढ्या वेळेस हे folder तयार होणार. It's very simple. Try to understand. I may have multiple projects. I may have suppose COEP project. COEP. Project. Simple आहे बघा. COEP आला पाहिजे. COEP project. Okay, MGM project, like that you have multiple project. Now in the project you have to create the app. म्हणजे काय? Let us open the Paint. Now this is your HGS project, this is your MGM project, this is your COEP project. You may have another project, I just delete it so that there should not be any confusion. Now in the project I have to create a folder. म्हणजे काय? Now in our HGS college we have different section. We have account section is there, we have student section is there, we have exam section is there, we have mess section is there, we have gym section is there, we have account section is there, we have scholarship section is there. So what you have to do, for every section create one app. Clear? Again I repeat, you have HGS college is there. In the HGS college there are departments, so we will create one app of name department. In that app we have all the department data. We have exam app. In that exam app we will connect just let us I write it, you will not be able to understand. So what I will do here in HGS, okay, we have one app for department, okay, department, second app for library, third app for account, and the most important thing, without student पाहिजेत ना, COUNT. So we must respect your presence, student app, and this is second app, third app, fourth app. Now if you observe, I will create the student app in which I will create student database. What? Record. I need student name, okay, address, date of birth, student's branch, okay, fees, okay. Now student take the admission in the department, okay, department information is the table in which I create the record for student. So the student name is copied here. This acts as a foreign key now. This is the primary key. You already know database. Like when you open the account in the bank, okay, what happened in the bank? You get the account number. So when you open the account in the bank, you get the account number. You get the loan from the bank. You have another table for loan. You may deposit some amount in the bank. You have another record for depositor. Like that, as you have more and more transactions with the bank, you have multiple tables. So in the same way here, the student which is in the student app acts as a foreign key in department. So student name, okay, then here it's class, year, okay, and the same student borrow the books from the library. So this student acts as the foreign key in the library. So student issue the books, student return the book. Agree? So here date is there, book name, okay, book name is there, and okay, that's it. And the same student go to the account section and here the record for fees, okay, student name, then fees type, amount, okay, fees type, amount and date. And the most important thing for any project is mention the date for every project. If your project do not have the date, it is useless, hopeless. Your app may have multiple tables. म्हणजे काय? When student take the admission, he may take admission in hostel. So I may have another app for hostel, or I am creating one table in the student app for hostel. Here hostel name, comma, room number, comma, date. Clear? Again, in the department may have another table for department achievement. Again, student name, comma, date, comma, price, comma, achievement details. Clear? You have project. In that project, you have multiple apps. And in that app, you have multiple tables. So already in last lecture, I have discussed how to create the project, how to create the app, how to open model.py, admin.py. So here I just revise in brief. Now I will create this project in front of you within 1 minute. How much minute? 1 minute. Okay. So what is the command to create the app? Open your WhatsApp. I have already shared. Python manage.py, start app name. That's it. So Python manage.py, start app name. So Python manage.py. Oh, what happened? Okay, I need to change the project. Sorry, I need to change the folder here. So here already I have created 3 apps: HGS, MGM, COEP. So now CD, change directory, SGGS. Okay. Why? Because already, try to understand, already we have SGS project for this, MGM project for this, COE project for this. Now I have to go in that folder. Clear? So here CD, change directory, CD, HGS project 2021. Just I copy this so that I can summarize everything. CD. Okay. And here, what was my project name? Okay. Here I have not created the project name. So let me copy this project. Because what happened otherwise? You will forget after this lecture. So I must summarize all the steps. It's most important thing during the lecture. So first create the after installing the Django, create the project. What is my next step? Step 4. My step 4 is install Django. Okay, already I installed the soft Django. And my next step is create project. Step 5. Create the project. Okay, I have created the project and change the directory. Okay, here I change the directory. Change directory. You are mentioning which directory? Whatever project you have mentioned here, CD HGS 2009, CD MGM 2009, CD COEP project. Clear? Eh? Okay. So after that, what I have to do? What is my next step? Create the app. For creating the app, what is my next step? To create the app, Django admin, CD, SGGS, okay, CD. Now you can see here my current folder is C users, Saba, HGS. And these are the same steps for Linux also, only the difference is creating the virtual environment. Again, I repeat, whatever steps we are following for Windows, same steps are there for Linux also. Only the difference is creating the environments, how to create the environment. Remaining steps are same. And same steps are followed also if you use AWS, if you use Python, Python anywhere, you use any cloud, you have to create the environment on their machine and follow the same steps. So using cloud is not a big task. Okay. So what is my next step? My next step is create the app. So here I have created the project. Now next is step 6. So this is step 5. Next step is step 6 is create multiple app one by one. What is the command found that? It's very simple. Command is django admin start app. Start project to create the project. Start app to create the app. That's it. START app. Okay, what was my app name? My app name, let us open our, my app name was, where did I write that name? Okay, my app name, first app name is student, second app name department, third library, fourth account. So student, department, library, account. Okay, so student. Okay, first app name student. So let us, and second app name department, third app name. Now what I do, I put L as capital, and here what was my second app? Fourth app was account. Okay, account. So when I run the command, what will happen? In your folder of name HGS 2009, 2009-21, you will get one first folder of name student, you will get second folder of name department, you will get the third folder of name library, you will get fourth folder of name account. This will happen, and in every app there is a folder of name models.py define database. Here database means tables, tables schema, Cortex schema, and in there is another file of name admin.py register models. That's it. Define database, or it's also a models and register model. Let us do it one by one. So let us copy this command and I show it live. What will happen now? I open this window now. Okay. Now we are under the HGS. Now currently, just observe there is only one folder of HGS 2009. Now I run the command. Now we'll see what changes I get. Be careful. When I run this command, what will happen? Student folder get created under this folder HGS 2009 here. Let us run the command. Now see here. Could you see the difference now? The moment I run the project, what happened? Immediately, whatever name I have given, immediately that folder is appeared here, and in that folder there is models.py file is there, where you have to define the database, where you will define the models, and you have to use admin.py to register these models. म्हणजे काय? म्हणजे बघा मी तुम्हाला काय सांगितलं की याच्यामध्ये स्टुडंट मध्ये काय कोणते टेबल्स आहेत? रेकॉर्ड, स्टुडंट नेम, ऍड्रेस, डेट ऑफ बर्थ, ब्रांच, फीस. सेकंड टेबल कोणता आहे? हॉस्टेल, स्टुडंट नेम, हॉस्टेल नेम, रूम नंबर, डेट. आणि ही प्रायमरी की आहे. दिस इज द प्रायमरी की ऑफ रेकॉर्ड. This primary key acts as the foreign key in a hostel. So where I have to write the script in models.py. Okay. And whatever model.py you write here, register this record and hostel table in admin.py. That's it. एवढंच करायचं आपल्याला. In the same way, I run the command for department. What will happen? Department folder get created where? In the project folder here. Again, in that you will get model.py. So create for department, create department information table in model.py and register that department information in admin.py. Same for library, same for account. So let us create the app one by one. Okay, so let us copy this. Django admin start app department. Okay, you can see a department is appeared here, department. Okay, what is my next table? Library. Don't worry, I will share this file with you. Already the same content is there in my recorded video also. You will get all the things. What happened? Django admin star tap library. Okay, library already exists. This library is a standard keyword. So here what I do? Library. Okay, SGGS underscore SGGS. You can see here library SGGS. Okay, and second is account. Control C, Control V, press enter. Now see here, account table, department table, library table, student table. What are these? These are app name. In the same way, now you can design any software in the world, any software. What you have to do? Just visit that place, understand their system, divide the code into respective sections. That section is nothing but app. And for that, we are using object-oriented programming. You know, base class, derived class, inheritance. So you have to understand, you have to map that second year object-oriented programming concept in database in real time. Because your student table is appearing everywhere. Student table is in the department, student table in the library, student table in the account, everywhere. So there you have to use one-to-many, one-to-one, one-to inheritance. So these are all practical things. You have to merge all these concepts. Clear? Eh? So what is your next step? Your next step is register this app in setting.py. Okay. So I'm not covering here this database creation, record, hostel. Okay. Already I have covered in last lecture. I will now you see your video. Entire source code is there. Okay. Just again I show you how to see that video. So here, if you go to YouTube channel, here go to this your videos, and here in the playlist, Django playlist is created. Playlist, and here Django tutorials with source code. So here in this you will get this Python Django tutorial for Python Django tutorial with source code for absolute beginners. Okay, you just open this window. Okay, and here you get entire source code. You can download entire source code here. Code, download zip file. Okay, your entire project is shown here. And if you do not know how to create environment, here already I given the environment for Windows to activate the environment. Okay, for Windows, for Linux. Okay, everything is given here. How to install the environment for Linux is also shown. And here, if you don't know how to install Django, if it's your first lecture, here how to install Django, just open this window, this YouTube video. You will get one tutorial which will tell you how to install Django. Clear? So what is your next step? Your next step is install your setting.py. Here already it is given. Windows step Django. You can just see here. Make Python manage.py, make migration, migrate, run server. Okay. So your next step is run this command, make migration, migrate, run server. Okay. What I do now? So my next step is I register the model. Your next step is open project folder setting.py. Okay, and register all models. Sorry, all app. म्हणजे काय करायचंय? म्हणजे काय करायचं पहा, आपल्या ऍपचे नाव काय आहे? स्टुडंट, डिपार्टमेंट, लायब्ररी, अकाउंट. सो व्हॉट यू हॅव टू डू? ओपन काय म्हणले? ओपन प्रोजेक्ट फोल्डर setting.py. So let us open. What is the project folder? SGGS. So this is my project folder. This is my first folder where when I run the command. I have renamed this folder, and this is my project folder, HGS2009. Open this, and here you can see setting.py. Can you see setting.py? Yes. Now open this setting.py. Okay, with the help of Notepad++, VS Code. There are lots of Python editor is there. So here, I think I have installed Notepad++. Okay, we did Notepad++. So setting.py, and here I zoom this file, and here installed app. You can see installed app. So we have installed 4 apps. So don't make the mistakes. Now, what are the app name here? App name is student. Control C, requirement, library. What I do? Better. So here student. If you make a small mistake, you make so open in install.py student, okay, comma. So to use in string department, copy this. If you make D as capital, you will get the error. Be careful. These are very delicate steps because Django is case sensitive, comma, library. Okay, it's not the good programming practice. Just for your convenience, I just pasted this code. Why did I do it? Because I should not make any mistakes, because otherwise I will get the error. So whatever, now you can see here L is capital, here L is capital, A is capital, A is capital. Clear? So here next step is register the app, save this file. Clear? So this is installed app. I just copy this for the inconvenience, and here I paste here setting.py. Okay, what is the next command? My next step is, okay, register model, register app. What is the next step? Step number 7. I can say step number 7. Step 7, run command python manage.py make migrations. Okay, then python manage.py migrate, then python manage.py create super user, and afterward python manage.py run server. These are the standard step you must follow. Sir, असंच का करायचं हे मला विचारायचं नाही, असंच करायचंय, आणि I will tell you what happens with every command. Okay, make migration, migrate, create super user, run server. Let us run the command. But one thing I am telling you here, I have not defined the model, defined database. You refer that video. ठीक आहे का? करून दाखवू. किती वेळ आहे आपल्याला? पुढचं लेक्चर कोणाचं आहे? नेक्स्ट लेक्चर कोणाचं आहे? So let us run the command python manage.py make migrations. Okay, this is not word. So make migrations. Let me tell you what happened here. Make migrations. No changes detected. What happened? These changes are not. Did I save the file? Migrate. You can see here auth01 initial. These files are all created. Auth01 initial. And what is this? Admin auth content type session. You can see here. These are advanced part. You will not understand this, but still I would like to show it. Admin These are the middlewares. See, session is there. Okay, you can see the session, security, CSRF, messages. Okay, I will skip this. You will not understand. Here, final step is create super user. Create super user. And the command here, I need to enter username. Username Balaji. Email address is optional. Password Balaji@1234. Or I change the password. Okay. Now next is run server. Run server. Now your server is ready. Okay, using setting HGS 2009. So 127.0.0.1:1000. So let us copy this so that there should not be any mistake. And open the browser, press enter. You are not getting anything here. What happened? /admin. /admin. You need to write /admin. So here I have enter username Balaji, password. Okay. You can see here site administration, authentication, user groups. Okay, but we are not registered the app. What happened? Okay, here I have not defined any model.py, admin.py. So what I do? Better I continue the lecture for next 10 minutes. The lecture I not sang 10 minutes lecture. I just show you the code now for how to create the model.py, admin.py. So what I do? Because नाही तर कळणार आहे तुम्हाला जे पूर्ण लेक्चर झाल्यानंतर डोक्यावरून जाईल. ठीक आहे. So I download the source code here. Download the zip file. Okay. Show in folder. Extract. So again, this folder contains okay. So here already this project name have the app. Project name, app name, model.py. Okay. So here you can see here country, city, subject mark. Country, city, subject mark. So what I do here, I just copy entire code. And here I open my project app. And here I go to student model.py. Students model.py, go to students model.py. And here I press this country, city. Okay, that's it. Country, city. Then my next step. So here I have created one table of name country, country name, and this country acts as a foreign key here. Now already I have told you study the class. Here we have defined the class name, and here we are using the base class. We are using the inheritance. Okay, this is abstract base class model.model. Okay, so we are using this base class here. Name model.char field, maximum length 30. So there is one table of name country, and it returns the country name. Self.name means current class name field. Now city. So you can see here this country acts as a foreign key here. Country acts as a foreign key, country model.foreign key, country table. So here I can write country field. FIELD. Country field. Okay. What is my next step? My next step is open admin.py. So let us open admin.py. So project name, app name. So I will copy the existing code. I will not waste the time. So here, this code is used already. Okay. Country admin, city admin. That's it. Country admin, city admin. So you open your admin.py. Students admin.py. And here you register the model. That's it. Here we have used only two tables, country, city. From dot models means what? From this model म्हणजे काय? करंट मॉडेल पासून कंट्री आणि सिटी हे टेबल्स घ्या. हे टेबल कुठे आहेत? इथे आहेत. कंट्री आणि सिटी टेबल्स घ्या. कुठून घ्या? What is the file name? Models.py. From models.py, import country, import city. What is the file name? Models. त्याच्यामध्ये काय आहेत? Country, city, capital C, capital C. Here you can see from dot models, import country and city. Next is class country admin, admin.model admin. So what are the column name of model country? Name only. What are the model name of city? Name, country field, population. Okay. So here you can see here list display name, search field name. I will explain this. And admin.site.register. Column model name is country, comma country admin. These are the standard syntax you have to follow. And here name population, city admin. Okay. So let us run the code. Control yes. Let us see what changes we get here. Control break, control C you can paste here. Again, make migration. Now you can see here when I run the command, what happened now? You can see create a model country, create a model city. What happened? In your folder student, migration folder is created. In that 0001 initial.py file is created. Let us check what is there in that file. Okay. कुठे आहे ते फाईल? स्टुडंट मायग्रेशन्स मध्ये ना. स्टुडंट्स मध्ये मायग्रेशन, यू कॅन सी हिअर मायग्रेशन, स्टुडंट मायग्रेशन्स मध्ये 0001 initial.py. This is the file. They getting it or not? Now if you open this file content, you can see here we have created two tables. First table name is country, second table name is city, and here the first table name, first column is name, and second here second table's column name are name, population, country field. Clear है? What happened now? समझलं ना एवढं? Okay. So here again make migration, migrate. So whenever you are making some changes in the table, again run the command make migration, migrate. Now run server. Run server. You can see here again server is run. So refresh this. Now you can see here student table is there, student app is there. In that city and country, add city, add country. First add country, India. Okay. Then US, then UK. City, there are no cities, add city. Now you can see here country field, here drop down list. This is the primary key, foreign key. Are you getting it or not? So India, country name is, city name is suppose Nanded. Okay. You can give the population some 5 lakh like this. Save and add another. Again, Delhi, India, population will enter some random numbers now. Okay. Again, Kolkata, India, population, some random number. You can see here all record you can see. Okay. Add city, you can take another country, suppose in America, Washington. I don't know what are the cities in America. Okay, America city. आपण कधी गेलो नाही आणखी. So here we select America, US, population, some random number is there. Okay. So you can see here, country, you are getting the record, city, you can see name, population. Now you can sort the record, click on name, you can get the list sorted, drop down. See, when I click on name, record gets sorted in descending order, ascending order. Here, record gets sorted in descending order. In the same way, you can see here population, descending, ascending order, descending order. You can search also. Suppose you want to search Nanded. Just type here Nambed. Click on this Nambed. You can change the record. Nanded. Okay, I have changed Nanded city. Now here again check this. You can see here Nanded city. It should be city. Here city. Here again you can search the record, or you can search here Nanded. Suppose there is one more city of name from Nanded. Suppose Nanded village. I write like this. Okay, village. Here India population is suppose. Now if I search here Nanded, N-A-N, you can see here, press enter, you can see Nanded village, Nanded city. It will search this N-A-N keyword in all the record of city, and whenever this N-A-N will appear, it will display the record. Or Kolkata, I type here only coal, press enter. You can see Kolkata. Are you getting it or not? So here I have performed CRUD operation, create table, read record, delete record, update record. Now I will delete one record. Suppose I delete here Kolkata, this city, Delhi city. So select this Delhi city, click on drop down list, delete selected city, go, click on go. Do you want to really delete? Yes, I'm sure. Now you can see here Delhi city is deleted. So what we have done, we have added the record, deleted the record, update record, displayed the record, search record, sorted the record. Clear? Now what we can do in the same way, we have how many apps are there? We have these apps. Okay, student app. In the same way, go to department, make the changes, go to library, make the changes, go to account, make the changes, and in this way we create the project. Now I pause the lecture for here 1 minute. Let us have the discussion. Any doubts to anyone? Then I can clear your doubts. So let me go to your window. कुणा के डाउट्स आहेत का? Anybody any doubts?
Potentially celebrity.
Anybody any doubts?
सर ते टेबल कशी बनवायची?
Don't forget these exploits. Okay. So for creating the table, please unmute everyone. Define database model, schema here, and register model. In model.py, in every app, there is a table. In every app, now in the student, there is a folder of name student. In that, there is a file of name model.py. Open model.py and create the table. Open admin.py, register the table for student. Same thing you will do for department. Open model.py, open admin.py. Same thing you will do for library. Same thing you will do for account. And afterwards, what you have to do? Python manage.py, make migration, migrate. You create the superuser only one time, run server. That's it. So here I just show it your folder structure again one more time. Here we have account. In account tab, there is a model.py, admin.py. In department, there is model.py, admin.py. In library, admin.py, model.py. In students, model.py admin.py, and we have created for student. Should I create? Okay, what I do, I create the table for one more app so that your concept will be more clear. Okay, so what I do, I create the app for table for suppose account. I open its model.py and I open its admin.py. Okay, with my conference users. Okay, so what I do now, already I have pasted this code here. Subject 1 and marks. Okay, so open model.py. Here, this is the app account. Na? So here, what I will do, account information. Okay, and here account name, then subject name, not subject name, and here I enter. Okay, I will keep the same record as it is, don't worry. Otherwise, I make some mistakes, because already we are running out of time. So here in account information, I have entered this. Okay, now open model.py, create the model. Now, what is the next step? Open your admin.py and register the model. Okay, so here already I have the code for admin.py. So subject. Okay. Because when we teach live now, we make lots of mistakes. We cannot. Okay. Subject admin. List per page. Okay. So again, from dot models, the most important thing is you have to import that in admin.py. What is the table name here? My table name is. What is the table name? Table name is account information. Okay, ACC information. Whatever table name you are giving, use the table name here. Okay, and here in place of subject, here account information admin. And here also make the same changes. Account information, comma. This is the model name, and here this is admin. Here है doubt है. List per page means you can display maximum 6 records. If there are 12 records, 100 records, you can see only 6 records. Clear है? ठीक है. I can make it to suppose 2. You will understand the difference. हे काय डाऊट आहे का? अकाउंट फोल्डर मध्ये model.py ओपन केलं आणि हे अकाउंट इन्फॉर्मेशन नावाचा आपण काय बनवला? टेबल बनवला. त्याच्यामध्ये की नेम, सब्जेक्ट, ईमेल, डेट, स्टेटस हे फील्ड आहेत. एवढे फील्ड आहेत का? नेम, सब्जेक्ट, ईमेल. ठीक आहे. नेम, सब्जेक्ट, डेट, स्टेटस. आणि सर्च फील्ड काय? आपण जेव्हा सर्च करू ना, त्यात फक्त नेम आणि सब्जेक्ट कॉलम मध्ये सर्च केलं जाईल. व्हॉट मीनिंग ऑफ सर्च फील्ड? Search field means when I do the search, only name column and subject column would be searched. List display म्हणजे काय? When I display the record, I will get 4 columns. If I remove the status, status will be invisible. If I remove date, date will be invisible. ठीक आहे? ओके. आता मी हे काय करतो? रन करतो. Let us hope रन होईल. Account information admin. So let me check account information. Account information. Okay. What is my next step? Again, stop the server. Okay, Control C. Control break. काय होत नाही. हँग झाली का मशीन? यार हँग झाली वाटलं. Just a minute. I need to stop this. Okay, it doesn't matter. I think my keyboard is hang. Keyboard चलो आहे का आपला? आहे क्या? काय झालं? काय झालं? Control. Okay, what I do? I need to activate the environment GS2009 na. Okay, I close the window. Again, I open the window. Command prompt. Okay. CD SGGS. Okay. CD scripts. SC script. Okay, I have not activated the environment. CD. These are common mistakes. आता पहिला आपल्याला काय करावं लागेल सांगा मला. आपल्याला एन्व्हायरमेंट ऍक्टिव्हेट करावं लागेल. काय एन्व्हायरमेंटचं नाव काय होतं? हा आता एन्व्हायरमेंट नाव काय होतं? एन्व्हायरमेंट TYIT ना, बरोबर ना? हेच होतं एन्व्हायरमेंट नाव. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Activate. ठीक है. What is the next step? CD SGGS. Okay. PIR. Okay, you can see here department folder is there, student folder is there, SGS folder is there. Okay. What is your next step? Python manage.py make migration migrate. Okay. Python manage.py make migrations. Majority ON, yes, make migrations. Okay. You can see here create model account information. म्हणजे काय झालं आता अकाउंटच्या टेबल मध्ये मायग्रेशन्स नावाच्या फोल्डर मध्ये 001 initial.py नावाची फाईल तयार झाली. त्याच्यामध्ये की हे चेंजेस आपण तयार केले. क्लिअर आहे? आता मी मागच्या वेळी सांगितलं होतं. नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज मायग्रेट. Already we have created supervisor, so run server. That's it. Okay. So here again, now what will change? What change will happen? So better I have opened the browser in another window. You can see the changes. --admin. Now you can see the changes. Account information there. Previously there are only student information. Now here there are account and students. In student there were 2 tables. In account there is only 1 table. There are no record. Blank record is there. Add account information. Name Balaji. Subject Python. Email BS. And here validation is done by default by Django. I show it to you. Suppose I enter some random record. Now see what happened now. Django gives the error. This is the power of Django. What it say? Enter valid email ID BS @ and here enter valid date. You get the calendar directly. Status 7 add another. Name Raju. Subject. So okay, I enter some random subject now. Email date. So no. Now see the record, account information. You are getting only 2 record. Why? Because I have here written list per page, only 2 record. Now what I am getting? Name, subject, date, status. Here see, name, subject, date, status. Are you getting it or not? Show all, it will show all the record. And suppose I remove here, you can see here status. Suppose I remove date. You can again sort here, search here. Okay. Name, subject. Suppose Raju, what I do? Raju. Suppose the subject name, the name. Subject, group, email. Now you can see here, show all. Now da is in the name, da is here also. So when I search da, what will happen? Tell me. Da will be searched in name column, da will be searched in subject column. Let us search. See here, da is here also, da is here also. Clear, eh? What happened? But suppose here I make the changes. Here search field, I remove the subject. So tell me what will happen. Search field is only from name. Let us check it what happened. Show all the, press enter, you get only one record. Why? Because here I am not, it is searching only for name. This is for search field. So wherever you want to search, mention here. List display, suppose I remove status here. What will happen? Tell me. How will? Very simple. Here there are 4 columns. You will get now 3 columns. That's it. Name, subject, date. If you remove here date, you will get 2 columns. I don't understand. It's very simple. Now I pause here for 30 seconds. Any doubts to anyone? Let me know. I can clear your doubts. नसेल तर मग आपण थांबूया इथं. How many students are there? Only 14. Good. Students are very hungry. बघा वर्क फ्रॉम होम आहे, अटेंड लेक्चर फ्रॉम होम आहे, तरी मुलं स्क्विट झाले. ग्रेट. ठीक आहे, जेवढे 14 मुलं, आय एम हॅपी यू आर हिअर. आय एम थँकफुल टू यू फॉर युअर प्रेझेन्स. एनीबडी एनी डाउट्स? लेट मी नो.
सर नाही.
थँक यू विशाल. विवेक, अपर्णा, अभिजित, प्रियंका, हर्षदा. Yes, I will share the file, no problem. Now I will not explain these steps in next lecture. Already I have shared the video 2 times. Nobody have done anything. I'm disappointed by your performance. Again, I have repeated the same thing again. But next time, I assume you know all these things. I will teach next advanced part. Clear? Now, should we stop here now? How much nahi? Still, anybody any doubts? Okay, just give me 1 more minute. The most important thing I forgot to cover. I will take only 1 minute. PIP install requirement.txt. This is the most important. 2 minutes. This is the most important step. PIP install requirement.txt. What this command do? Okay, let us check it by practical. Control Z. Okay. Control C, again same problem in F1. I don't know what happened. Okay, I just cover in theoretical way. What this command do? By PIP install requirement.txt, if you run this command, whatever packages you have installed in that environment, all that packages are stored in this file of name requirement.txt. Clear? म्हणजे काय? Just see this our paint here. If I run the command for this environment, पहिल्या environment मध्ये काय होतं? Django. दुसऱ्या environment काय होतं? Django Oracle. तिसऱ्या environment काय? Django SQL, PostgreSQL. So whatever packages are there, it copies all the package in the respective file. म्हणजे ह्या environment साठी रन करा pip install requirement.txt, ह्यासाठी रन करा, ह्यासाठी रन करा. Clear? Next time you can use the same command to install the package. कळलं का नाही कळलं?
Yes sir.
Command is pip-r install requirement.txt. So this तुम्ही जे काय नाव देताल ना ती फाईल तयार होते पहा. आणि आर आणि आय फॉर install pip install pip I install here pip install R. ठीक आहे तुम्ही करून बघा. हे खूप महत्त्वाचे कन्सेप्ट आहेत, लवकर समजत नाहीये. Still you any doubts? You can ask the doubt to me at any time.
Sir, sir एक ऍप्लिकेशन बनवून त्याच्यात टेबल बनवून जर चालते ना?
काय करायचं?
एक ऍप्लिकेशन बनवली साधी आणि त्याच्यात जर ते टेबल तयार केला चालते ना?
आता आपण तेच केलं ना रे.
हा तेच म्हणा. म्हणजे प्रॅक्टिस साठी एक ऍप्लिकेशन तयार करायचं आणि त्याच्यात जर डाटा टाकला चालते ना सर?
आता एक नाही करायचे रे, सगळं करायचं. सोपं आहे ना, फक्त इटरेटिव्ह स्टेप्स आहेत.
अच्छा चालते सर.
ठीक आहे, मग थँक्यू व्हेरी मच फॉर इनकन्व्हिनियन्स. उशीर झाला लेक्चरला, पण ठीक आहे, काही हरकत नाही. I just put the recording. I will share the recording with you again. Don't worry. And I will share